coming back. You can do a mid one, you can shoot one far away from your opponent, or you can put one right in front of you.
Again, just like MK9.
Just like MK9. What you also can do is the EX version, which will, there we go, which will detonate instantly. So otherwise they kind of have to time out, right? And you got to have that proper time.
But you'll find those setups pretty quickly.
It's just to get that standard launching capability, really.
Absolutely. And of course his buzzsaw is back. Grind, grind, grind.
Again, a mid now, used to be an overhead.
And you can EX it, if I can do it, and it'll actually hold the opponent in the air for a little bit as well. He's got his teleport, or he's got his air grab, which you can do in the air and just kind of get away or get towards your opponent. Do it off the ground. He's got his teleport, and he's got his EX teleport.
I like how you showed the air grab without ever air grabbing them.
Oh yeah, my bad. Here we go. Booyah!
There we go.
So as long as the opponent's in an airborne state, that will combo as it used to.
And
you can do the EX one, which will do an additional bounce to continue your combos. Right?
Like with that net
and
there.
that brings onto the net.
Right. And everybody was so happy when they saw the net coming back. So, to answer the questions, what does the EX net do?
It drains bar from the opponent.
Once again, it's back. All right.
Drains about
it drains half,
bar.
yeah, half a bar now. Used to drain a full bar, but now drains half. So you basically spend a bar to get rid of half of theirs.
And so what
and trap them.
Right. And so what's new with Cyrax is he's also got some air bombs. So it's not, he just doesn't cover the ground, he also covers the air. So you can set up all sorts of different little tricks.
But that's it, right? Like, obviously the ground bombs being low, they're mids. Like, they're just standard blocks, the air ones, but they cover more practical ground, obviously, in the air. They can't really jump into you as much. But it's just to really set out that minefield will be quite interesting moving into Cyrax and MKX.
Right. And so, just like the ground bombs, if you set them up, they instantly detonate. Otherwise, you kind of just have to, you know, wait for it to, for the timeout.
So, if you're playing with Cyrax, what is your sort of game plan?
Well, I mean, it is very early to tell, but
right.
Again, much like Sector, it is very traditional Mortal Kombat 9. You know, the bombs are going to be a problem for people to deal with. On hit, they launch, so again, you know, your net being a massive projectile again is going to be quite difficult for people to get around.
Right.
Teleporting makes you really mobile. So just general, I mean, especially if it turns out he's got some really good normals, some really good strings, then I'm definitely thinking you can play him the way we used to.
Right. And he actually does have some strings of his own as well we can show.
Right. So just like how Sector had his one combo with the chest that would have an explosion, he shoots out a bomb out of his chest. He also has some specific buzzsaw combos as well. There we go. Similar to what he had in MK9. And let's see if I can do it. He's got his back too, which everybody I'm sure was waiting to know if that came back.
It was very nice to use that again.
Right.
So for the most part, that's Cyrax, but it wouldn't be fair unless you got to show some stuff off.
Thank you very
Let
much.
me
Now,
hold that
he's
for you.
been practicing this quite religiously, so hopefully he can get it. Now, the thing is, right, this is what I consider a standard MK9 Cyrax. So string into bomb, NJP. Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
And he's a professional.
Commentator now, mate.
Yeah, all right, right. I apologize.
So as you can see, it's just a mixture of comboing off the bomb and continuing the juggle. They're definitely what you would sort of do in MK9, but this isn't MK9. So let's see if I can maybe do this. Smart bomb. Do you like that one?
And it goes on even longer, too.
Oh, it does. Now, the thing is, one thing, just keep this in mind. I'm ending it in the grab. That grab can be meter burned to another launcher, or even, like, let's just say I get a standard hit on the ground, pop you up, bomb, overhead. And that bomb's a low, so that's overhead low right there.
That's right.
So basically, instead of ending with a standard special, end in a bomb, and then, like, do your thing and maybe try and get some kind of, you know, follow-up from there.
Right. So don't show it all off. You guys will have your moment.
Yep.
All right, so take this on back. Let's get into Smoke.
Yep. We got some big smoke fans here.
Smoke fans in.